Hey, this is Jay Jones, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio. Hey, this is Jay Jones, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio.
It's a Thursday, Sky looks tired, kinda like me. Coffee wrinkles on a desk that never sleeps. Same hallway, same flicker in the ceiling. But your name and my phone got the whole world tilting. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, all work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. Text you up in the bright light of midday. I laugh too loud like I got nothing to hide. Our chats a seance, little secrets in a thread. Typing dots, dancing like the raising the dead. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. You own my soul. Every week, same time, same spell. I keep saying this is the last to myself, but you call and my logic fades. Guess I love being just a little afraid. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. Like you own my soul.
Heaven help me if I make it. I've been falling for some time, and past mistakes I keep on making. Lord knows that I've tried. And I've been living for the weekends. The whiskey tries to numb the pain, but every glass I drink to make you go away brings memories of you to mind. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey on the fire. I thought I'd burn it all away, but the flames keep getting high. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey on the fire. Whiskey on the fire. Ain't no use in complaining. I made this mess all on my own. I could have said to stay, but let you walk away. Now I'm out here all alone. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey on the fire. I thought I'd burn it all away, but the flames keep getting high. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey so road I'm on. The whiskey comes on strong, adding fuel to stoke the fire. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey on the fire. I thought I'd burn it all away, but the flames keep getting high. Bad roads and bullet holes, whiskey on the fire, whiskey on the fire.
They call me Mr. Midnight, honey darling, that's my name. The night time is the right time to play my kind of game. You know it's work after dark, I begin to come alive. Lights are always shining in my eyes. I don't look down, too busy looking up at the stars. That's why they call me. They call me Mr. Midnight. Let me show you around my town. Baby, you can hold me tame, but you can never hold me down. If you wanna come with me, baby, let me take you for a ride. And honey, I can guarantee I'm gonna keep you satisfied. To the moon and the stars in the sky, where the moon and the stars in the sky. That's why they call me. They call me Mr. Midnight. Step inside my limousine. Baby, please don't put me down. I can show you where I've been, where the moon and the stars in the sky. To the moon and the stars. That's why they call me. Oh, they call me Mr. Midnight. Step inside my limousine.
Well, that was a fucking weird start, huh?
Yeah, it was. I'm still trying to figure out how I did it last on Monday to get the full screen. I half a screen right now, so
Well, I set up and couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear nothing because the Bluetooth was on. Turned that off, reset it 3 fucking times, man. 3 times. Sandy, the reason why you couldn't see us because I didn't have us pulled in. I don't pull us in until we're about ready to come on the show. The main thing is you have to be able to hear shit. And I wasn't hearing anything, so I had to keep resetting it. I don't know what's up. It's high strangeness. There's a lot of weird shit going on in the world.
Yeah, very much so. The whole week.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bizarre week. Well, I'm sure we'll get
Very,
into it later. All right,
very
so
much so.
welcome to the spooky channel of Thursday Paranormal. Tonight we bring you strange news, the graveyard, 37th parallel, plus some really great tunes. You heard Corey Dodson, Bad Roads and Bullet Holes, and then I played Hillbilly Vegas with Mr. Moonlight. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. Mr. Midnight. And, yeah, I get the Moonlight thing. It's never going to stop. And that is with Paul Rogers from Bad Company.
That's very cool.
Pretty cool, right? Still trying to get the full screen?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Screw it. I'll figure it out.
You guys
I
out
gotta
there thing?
might have to figure it out when I'm off air.
Yeah. We could do a test run one of these days if you want.
Okay, that'd be cool. Who knows? I might just get a new setup anyway, so I'm planning on it in the next couple of months anyway. So
You should get yourself a laptop.
yeah, I'm thinking about it.
All
I
right.
need a laptop for other things too. So
All right, you ready to get rolling?
yeah, let's get rolling.
All right. All right, so I got some good strange news for you. I scoured the earth for the best stuff I could find. And all right, so check this out. This is proof of life or death. In a shocking incident in India, a man reportedly brought the physical remains of his sister to a bank to prove her death after the institution refused to release her funds.
Damn.
He brought her
Only
body.
only in India.
It reminds me of that movie where they have that dead guy that they bring everywhere.
Oh, weekend at Barney's or Bernie's or something like that.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for you. A robot delays flight. A humanoid robot traveling for work caused a Southwest Airlines flight in California to be delayed for over an hour. What it was is this humanoid robot, they put on the plane, they put him on the passenger side, and I guess his lithium battery was causing frequency problems on the flight. So
Right.
they had to disengage it and then put it into a different seat, but it caused a big delay. Once they landed, they turned it back on and it was dancing and telling jokes and laughing and everything like a real person would.
I saw that. That was crazy. He had his own damn seat too. Or it
Yeah.
had its own seat.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
All right, so here's another one for you. Missing for 60 years. Police recently located a woman in her 80s who had been missing for 6 decades. She informed investigators that she intentionally left in 1962 and wishes to remain hidden. That's crazy.
Smart.
I wonder how she avoided people for so long.
That's a good question.
The Reverend's paranormal show keeps getting more and more paranormal. Yeah, for sure, man. We
Yeah.
have some weird shit that happens.
There's some weird shit going on in the world right now too. So it's all trickling down to everything. So watch out.
You know, this never happens on any of the other shows. It's always
No, I
paranormal.
know.
It's
I
kind
don't know
of.
if it's.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's if it's just a curse or if it's or somebody something's coming through the atmosphere saying that let's have some fun with these guys.
It could be. It could be true. Hey, it reminds me of on Monday when we were talking to Chuck about UFO disclosure, and all of a sudden it just turned him off.
Yeah, I heard a couple times that during the interview that he he was still on screen, but he was muffled and he was getting turned down. And he said his volume was fully up and our volume was fully up. So
Hey, peeps out there, every time he said something about government disclosure, the system turned him down. And then when he really got into the government disclosure stuff, it turned him off. And I guess
basically, yeah,
this happens on a lot of shows. The government will just turn you off.
right.
It's insane. All right, so
Very much.
AI X Partners, a disturbing new online dating trend involves people creating digital AI driven versions of their former partners. That's weird.
That is very weird. Very, very weird.
My
What I
AI.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No,
What
you
I
go ahead.
understand, it's going to be crazy like that from now on. Dead people, they're going to resurrect dead people in AI. They're going to have your girlfriends come up in AI, and with what I'm understanding coming out of China in the next 5 years, that's even be scarier. The sex robots that can look like an ex or porn star or a movie star or whatever you want to make it,
Yeah,
and
that's
have the
nuts.
same. Yep.
My AI driven ex girlfriends would be a slug, a dollar sign, and a pill bottle. Okay. Here's a good one for you. A digital doctor lawsuit. Pennsylvania has sued an AI company alleging its chatbots were illegally presenting themselves as licensed medical doctors. This is going to happen more.
Damn,
It's going to
that's
happen.
fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
That is fucked up. Let's have a chatbot talk about your health. There you go.
Can you imagine thinking you're talking to WebMD and then all of a sudden it's just a chatbot and it tells you to do something you shouldn't be doing?
Oh, I can believe that. 100%.
All right, here's a couple things
100%.
that are happening in our state of Ohio and in Cleveland. A citywide interactive event is currently transforming 12 iconic Cleveland locations, such as Wade Oval, into crime scenes for a self-guided murder mystery game. That sounds cool.
That is cool. Very cool. Especially Wade Oval. That's right there near crime scenes.
Yeah, it's not too hard to imagine a crime scene there.
Oh,
Okay. Foodie Mystery Picnic. For those looking for a less deadly puzzle, a self-guided foodie mystery picnic is currently being hosted at the South Mastic Picnic area. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
All right. So, Trump's very soon promise. President Trump has recently teased a declassification of significant batch of Pentagon UFO files, stating they contain many very interesting documents, which we're still waiting for.
Well, what I understand is Cash Patel has 41,000 pages that was supposed to go and go in front of the president on his desk today. I guess it didn't happen. It was supposed to trickle down to Burchett and Luna after, and I guess it didn't happen.
Well, maybe they're waiting for all the pastors and reverends to get the information to tell their flock what's coming, right?
Right. But you know what's crazy about that? No Jewish, Catholic, Byzantine representation in that meeting.
Well, I'm going to quickly say a couple things about it. I know that we're
Go
going
ahead.
to talk about it more. They're saying that Jesus was seeded by aliens to come here and shake us up. They're saying that God is not real. They're saying that the Bible is fictitious, and they're saying that the Nephilim and fallen angels are actually non-human intelligence demons that are interacting with us. So it's gonna freak out a lot of people, and
Yeah,
I see a lot of people probably unaliving themselves when this all hits. It's
yeah,
gonna
yep. Yeah, they're going to say demons, but are they really demons or are they something that we don't understand? That's my theory.
I watched a podcast last night. The guy's name is Tim Pool. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
seen. He's fucking great. He lays it on the line. He pretty much tore apart the government and tore apart this whole alien deception thing and how Project Bluebeam is what they're going towards. The alien invasion.
that's exactly what it sounds like. It's either full Project Bluebeam or Bluebeam Light. It's crazy. Getting together the clergy like they did sounds exactly like Project Bluebeam, and gonna trickle out this stuff too. So
The one thing I'm going to say about watching Tim Pool is that he says it like it is. He swears, he talks shit, he trashes people on his show. And I want to say this. Many people have come to me and be like, "Oh, Jeff, you swear a little too much and you've trashed people on your show and blah blah blah." Dude, this is a podcast. You're allowed to say what you want to say. If they have a problem with it, that's why they give you keywords not to use. So, all the people out there saying that, they can go fuck themselves, okay? Because this is a podcast and we could say whatever we want pretty much. We could
yep,
say allegedly, or we could say it straight up, okay? So just wanted to say that because after watching him, I was like, you know what, dude? I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. So I just want to put that out there, all right? All right, so here's another good one for you. This is the Admiral's testimony. I thought this was super cool. Retired Rear Admiral Tim Claudette has publicly claimed that Earth is being observed by a higher intelligence and has recently testified before Congress regarding these encounters in both air and water. So that
yeah,
non-human intelligence they're talking about, these NHIs, they believe are fallen angels and Nephilim. And the reason why they say that is that a lot of these abductions, when people yell out, "Please, in Jesus' name, stop," everything stops. It's bizarre, right?
right.
I don't know. I'm really torn on the whole thing. I'm more confused now than I was before.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. Missing scientist investigation. Lawmakers and federal agencies, including the FBI and NASA, are reportedly investigating the disappearance and death of 11 scientists who were allegedly linked to classified UFO research. So they're saying they're investigating. I hope it's not an Epstein investigation because none of that shit
No,
ever came out.
That'll never come out. Epstein
Hell
will
no.
never come out.
Hell no,
The
because it
two,
would bury so many people.
right.
So, yeah, I don't believe anything our government tells us. I'm sorry about that. All right, so you'll
You,
love this.
like I always say, they're gonna say what they want us to hear, not what truly is.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so an annual Pentagon report just came out. A recent report from the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, ARROW, revealed hundreds of new UAP incidents, though officials maintain there is still no confirmed evidence of alien technology. Total fucking lie.
Yeah,
Why do they keep
uh,
doing this?
because they want it for themselves, and Arrow is it's just a fake thing. I mean, Arrow tells it, but Arrow doesn't want to do anything for it or for the for us. It's all for the big boxes,
Yeah, it's because they're getting government money. They're being paid,
right?
just like Chuck said. Okay.
Yeah, they are. They are.
All right, so in Bigfoot news, state by state sightings, new data from Enigma Labs indicates that California remains the top state for reported sightings, over 30,000, followed by Florida, Texas, and New York. The biggest news today is a significant Bigfoot flap centered in Northeast Ohio, where a recent surge in reported sightings have captured national attention. Reports have spiked primarily in Portage County, with witnesses describing hairy creatures between 7 and 10 feet tall, massive footprints, and eerie vocalizations. How come they're running through Ohio, Matt?
Uh, Good question. I don't know. There's uh, the only thing I can guess was that uh, asteroid, that meteor, whatever you want to call it, wasn't a true asteroid. It was something else. They were running from it. You know, their internet. They're not only of Earth. They're multidimensional.
Yep.
So that's one thing. So they may have known something was coming. It's weird. Supposedly, it's not their time to migrate either. So
Did you happen to feel all the vibrations we had in Ohio this week? Like little tremors?
no, but I heard there was some stuff going on. There was some crazy stuff going all over the United States this week. Area 51 had at least 12 earthquakes the last couple of weeks.
17.
Yeah.
On a
It-
nine.
I th- yeah, it's crazy. I know we had at least out here in the Twins, some southern Cuyahoga County, northern Summit County. There's been a kind of a sonic, not boom, but wave noise that's been happening in the last couple of months. So everybody's been asking if we heard it or not. So, and we are right next to Portage County. So with Sasquatch going through there, it might pertain to the earthquakes and the sonic wave that we've been hearing out here. So
Yeah, there's some craziness going on. I felt
Yeah.
tremors. Like, I thought we were having an earthquake. And they were all over Ohio. And it was happening the same time that stuff was happening in Roswell. Now, it happened in Roswell, but Vegas
It-
didn't feel it. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
You mean Area 51?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Roswell's. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand it either because of the what kind of formation, rock formation, and whatever you want to call it, the Earth, the way the Earth is out there, you would very easily feel something from one end of Nevada to the other.
Yeah, it's really bizarre what's
They-
going on.
They say they feel earthquakes from Los Angeles out there, so that's a weird thing too.
All right, so check this out. This happened 2 days ago. Local news outlet Fox 8 recently obtained exclusive evidence, including audio of unexplained howls and a video of alleged tracks found between Akron and Youngstown. Bigfoot tracks.
Oh,
Fox 8.
yeah, that's crazy because Fox 8, they're not much of a like that kind of station. They're more straight to the point too. So
Yeah, they don't do a
that's
lot
kind
of.
of weird. No, they don't do a lot of paranormal stuff.
All right, here's
So
another one.
that's crazy. I'll have to check into that one too.
So this is out of Canada, and they're calling it credible. Experts have labeled recent sightings near Chatham, Kent, Ontario as credible, with descriptions of an 8-foot tall creature with cinnamon-colored hair.
That's in Canada. They are like that color up there. What I understand.
Here's
So
another one. Out of Louisiana, Bigfoot hunters are currently investigating a sighting reported north of Westlake, Louisiana on April 14th, where a tall bipedal figure was allegedly seen crashing through woods into a canal. We're seeing them everywhere now.
Yeah. There, hey, like I said, there's some strange stuff going on right now. Not only UFO wise, but uh, cryptid, and even spiritual stuff is at least stuff has been happening to me lately. So
All right, so I want to go back to the whole disclosure thing for a quick second because
go for
you
it.
said you said something that reminded me of this. You remember the Miami Mall incident?
Yeah.
Okay. So supposedly they had pictures of it. That was all taken off the internet, but one guy put out some drawings that he had. Okay. Well, when they did that, all the religious leaders came for that meeting, which was not a government meeting, but it was held by special forces guys and some other UFO insiders. They showed pictures. Those pictures showed interdimensional beings that had like tentacle arms and stuff. The same fucking thing they said that happened at the Miami Mall incident.
Right. Tall guys, tentacles, walked weird, walked fast but weird, didn't run, and then
No.
all of a sudden they disappeared. So
Exactly what's been happening. All right, so I have a Dogman update for you, which is a high-profile case from late March involving Alicia Maxey in Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, which generated significant speculation in cryptid communities. Received a major update recently confirming a domestic animal was responsible.
was it?
That's what they say. Sorry, I dropped my wall.
Yeah,
Investigators have. Go ahead.
I was wait. I heard that they got the DNA back, but they were keeping it very, very tight to the chest. Keeping it quiet. And,
Of course, they're not going to say it's a dog,
Yeah.
man.
right.
Investigators have swabbed the homeowner's dogs for a direct comparison to the DNA found on the victim's clothing to confirm they were the specific animals involved. Don't you think she would have known if it was her animals, though?
Right.
Like, do you think she was being attacked the whole time and she never looked?
No.
Come on. Some bullshit, man.
Especially if they went for the arms and legs and the face.
In
Yeah.
They go for the throat and the
Yeah.
legs and stuff, and then they guard around you. I don't believe anything that they're saying about this stuff. All right, we're going to play a couple tunes. When we come back, I have Lurking in the Dark. We're going to talk about some graveyard stories, all right?
Cool.
All right, cool. All right, so this is Storm Kingdom. I can't remember the name of the song, but this has a whole bunch of people like Ella Baphomet, Black Marine, and a whole bunch of people. I'll tell you here in a second, but this is a brand new track, and check this out. And then we're going to follow that up with Jack's Revenge with a song called Steve. And we'll be right back, peeps. And please for me. What the hell, man? Here we go.
We flash down with infrared, beam him around. I see sound, picking bodies off of the ground. We smash glass with a freaking troubling pad, and then we battle with flash because the shit can be bad. Analytical third eye drone flying by, hitting on mile high, drinking on my time. No time for cry by, we stand bye. Then we give it, and we live it, and we die. I got a window and it's closing up tight, and my line of sight is my soul to light. And if you think it's coming out right, I'm like Phil C in the air tonight. Something in the mirror is hiding
How profound is that? To think that this thing can only exist in the absence of something else.
Something lives inside of you, and it's fighting. It's trying to take control. Dreams become nightmares all through the night. There's nowhere that you can hide from this darkness that's become you. It's become you. You keep trying to hide it away.
Believe it longs, the silent wrongs, buried deep and asleep. Heed the call, take the fall. You can hide, seize the bar. You can't deny, no need to try. You can't undo what's inside of you.
Living in this world, all about to go the way. Running down the path towards the end of the line. Hope is there, hope is gone. Flip of the coin, which wins? Strike a light, what's it your way? Trying to find a way to earn again. Striking out from here alone. No meaning, no ground. Trying to make it where life is found. The light that burns bright, all in your mind. The tunnel reminds me of you, because the darkness.
Beneath it crawl, it never dawned. Once buried deep, woke from the sleep. The biting call, you took the fall. It has begun. The fight is done. Ahead and side, you now abide. You can't
All right, so that was Storm Kingdom, The Dark in You, which was a really cool song, huh?
Yeah, very cool.
Very different.
Yeah.
And then you heard Jack's Revenge with D. It was a cool song, too. Reminds me of Boy Meets You.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Lurking in the Dark with Grave.
Hey, Jeff.
Graveyard stories often center on super.
Jeff.
Yeah, what's up?
Got some music playing.
I turned it
There you go.
off. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, man. As I turned it off. I'm on top of shit. I don't get it. Holy fuck, man. Some paranormal shit going on today, boy.
Is your buddy back?
Oh,
Your
Jesus
roommate?
Christ. Sorry, God. What's that?
Is your roommate back?
I believe so. Hey,
Okay.
I got touched last night.
Did you?
I felt something touching my arm. I looked down. I was like, "Is it a spider or something?" And no, and all the hair on my arm was standing up. I had chills all through my body. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
I
So,
got
yeah, the
touched.
roommates.
I got touched a couple days ago at work. I was standing helping expedite, and something went from my left wrist all the way up to my elbow. It was just the weirdest thing.
Well, Matt, we opened that door. Now that door is open.
Yeah.
Everything coming through.
And I got scratched at my sister's house the other last Sunday. So that
Also,
was
I
an
wanna say-
interesting thing.
I want to say something before we get started. I heard a rumor, not sure if it's true, but supposedly people are out there saying that I'm using introductions and stuff from a past co-host that I had on the Metal Revolution. That's a total fucking lie. As you guys know that you watch the show, you noticed that I'm not using any introductions other than Sandra Kay's introductions that she's made for us. Okay, I
Right.
just want to put that out there because there's rumors and people are so fucking childish in this life, man. I'm so fucking over it. They can all go fuck themselves. If you're listening, go fuck yourself. All right, here we go. This is Graveyard Stories. So, Graveyard Stories often center on supernatural encounters featuring apparitions, disembodied voices, and eerie atmosphere. Common tales involve, among others, midnight murmurs from mausoleums, shadowy figures, and ghostly orbs in places like Bachelor's Grove. Stories range from personal and chilling experiences to urban legends about restless spirits. Stories often include sightings of hooded figures, ghostly apparitions on anniversaries of deaths, and intense feelings of being watched. Specific places like Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois are famously associated with stories of floating blue orbs and vanishing farmhouses. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Users frequently report occurrences like knocking on a crypt in response to questions and strange, intense, and often terrifying energy in graveyards. Now, I have a synopsis about that at the end. A story from a child's perspective recounting a 45-year-old tale set in a place bridging the gap between life and death. Graveyard Stories 2017 is a film featuring 5 tales, including a slasher, a mummy, and a troll. So I'm going to get this name wrong. Grey Friars Kirkyard Cemetery in Edinburgh, home to the spirit of George Bloody Mackenzie. Visitors often report scratches, bruises, and fainting spells after entering the Black Mausoleum, which was once used as a prison for conventors. That's cool.
That's crazy.
And you know, they say when you get scratched, that's by a demon or a negative energy. Okay,
Ooh,
so
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's what
I
I've
have
heard.
might have to go spray the house while they're not here.
Well, I would say none of the things that happen in my house, like being touched or seeing the cell phone move on the table, I haven't had any negative things. They've all been really cool. So at the time I was being touched, I was reading Crystal's journal, which
Maybe
was,
maybe she came and said hi.
I kind of feel like she did. It was really a bizarre feeling. I don't know. Okay. Um, so Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, which I mentioned earlier, frequently cited as one of the most haunted cemeteries in the world. It's famous for sightings of a phantom farmhouse that vanishes when approached, and a Madonna figure holding a baby. Can you imagine seeing like a farmhouse as you're walking up and all of a sudden it just disappears?
That's that's crazy. That's great. That would be great to see. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I would love to see that. All right, so here's another one Highgate Cemetery. Notable for the Highgate vampire craze of the 1970s, where multiple witnesses claimed to see a tall, dark figure with glowing eyes lurking among the Victorian tombs. That would not be so cool to see.
No, no,
I
no,
would prefer not to see that one. Okay, so
no.
cemetery security encounters. Security guards and caretakers have reported disturbing events such as intruders attempting illegal burials or hearing unexplained voices while patrolling at night. Some visitors report extraordinary events such as a feeling guided to a long lost ancestor's toppled headstone after audibly asking for help finding it. That's cool.
That's cool. Very cool.
Picpus Cemetery in Paris holds the mass graves of over 1,300 victims of the French Revolution's reign of terror, including 6 Carmelite nuns who sang hymns as they went to the guillotine.
Wow, that's some bad mojo there.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Very
All right,
bad.
so you were talking about some cemeteries in Cleveland, so I want to read a couple to you. Cleveland is home to several historic cemeteries known as for ghost stories and urban legends, with Erie Street Cemetery and Lakeview Cemetery being the most frequently cited for paranormal activity. Now, the difference between a graveyard and a cemetery is this: graveyards are normally graves that are on church grounds. A cemetery is a plot of land where they bury the dead. Okay?
Okay.
So, Erie Street Cemetery, they call this Chief Jacosat. The most famous legend involved Chief Jacosat, who died in 1844 and was buried here against his wishes. His restless spirit is said to have cracked his tombstone and is sometimes blamed for the Cleveland baseball team's past losses. The Erie Street Ghost, of historical accounts from the 1860s, describe a colossal phantom standing between 10 and 25 feet tall that reportedly stalked the area. The Lady in White. Visitors frequently report seeing a beautiful woman in a long white dress resting on unmarked graves or attempting to flag down cars near the front gate.
I've heard of that one.
That would be awesome.
I heard of that one. That was right there on, what is it, 9th Street? That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy too. All right, so the Lakeview Cemetery, the east side, known as Cleveland's most stunning house of spirits. This massive cemetery is the resting place of several famous figures. The Hasserat Angel, a bronze statue officially titled the Angel of Death, victorious. Weathering has caused the statue to appear as it's crying black tears. A legend claims the angel's eyes follow visitors as they walk past President James A. Garfield, the 20th U.S. president, is interred in a grand memorial there. Local legend
It's huge.
yeah, it's giant. Local legend tells of a 1979 phone call to the fire department from a man identifying himself as Garfield, who predicted a fire that occurred at the cemetery maintenance building just over a week later. That's strange, man.
That's crazy. Very strange.
All right, so this is my synopsis of the whole thing. Cemeteries often feel heavy because of human energy that is filled with grief and sorrow, leaving residual energy.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
think.
a lot of it's there. Yes, I think a lot of manifesting too, because there's the soul is gone before you get buried too. So why would you haunt a graveyard or a cemetery? There's better places.
Yeah. I've been to Holy Cross a few times to see Crystal's grave. I don't go often. Probably haven't been there in a few years. Don't like to go. Tell you a crazy thing though. First time I went after she was buried, the first time I went to pay my respects, right? Of course, I leave dimes and quarters on the grave. So I'm there, and now my nephew is buried at Holy Cross too. So when I got Crystal's burial plot number, I walk up to it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm standing there and I'm like talking to the grave like a dummy. And because, she's not there, she's somewhere else. But walk up to the grave and I look to my right, not but 2 gravestones up is my nephew.
That's wild.
Now, when I pass, in my will, I'm being cremated and I'm going to be buried on the same plot that my nephew's at. I'm basically going to be right next to Crystal.
That's awesome.
Isn't that strange?
That is strange.
It's super strange. Like, I didn't even know that. It was bizarre. All right, man. So, hey, want to let you peeps out there know this. Mark Farner's coming back to Outlaw Radio Nation. He's going to be coming on Thursday Paranormal. We're going to be setting it up real soon. And finally, we're going to be talking about near-death experience and his miracle car accident. So that's in the works.
That's going to be very cool. I would love to talk to him in depth about his near-death experience.
Yeah,
That's
it's going to be
very
great.
interesting. Yeah.
All right, we're going to play a couple tunes. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Matt's segment, the 37th Parallel.
Yep.
You guys are going to love this because this is the Alien Highway. This is some really cool information.
A lot of stuff. Not only here in the United States, but there's some stuff else out there too. So I'll tell you a little stuff. So,
and if you guys missed Monday's PSA when we had Chuck Zukowski on, he talked a lot about the 37th parallel. Matt's going to go into more information about it. All right, Matt, we'll be right back. I have Soundstone with Broken in Pieces, and then I have a song that I've never played before, and it's coming up on Crystal's death day, Mother's Day, actually, is when she passed. So I have a song that I wrote about her. It's called Chasing Stars, and that's going to play right after Soundstone. So we'll be right back, peeps.
cool.
I've been sent away, just like the sad songs say. Cold emptiness inside. Nothing left but this heartache. Gotta live with my mistakes, taking every ounce of my pride. You left me broken in pieces.
we're back.
Hey guys.
So you heard Soundstone, Broken in Pieces, and then I played my song, which was part 2, Chasing Stars. I just want to say this one thing with the lyrics. I was chasing stars. She was stealing cars, okay? She was stealing chocolate cars. I was at the bar and she was behind bars. And that was the chorus. I don't know if you caught it or not, but that was pretty much my life with her. It was a fucking roller coaster ride, man. So, coming up on the death day, everybody knows what that is, right?
Yep.
That's a tough one. All right, Matt, the floor is yours. Take it away. 37.
Okay. After I decided to do 37th parallel, after we had our little our interview with Chuck Zukowski, due to the fact that there is a lot of stuff that goes on there, like cattle mutilations. Believe it or not, he was right that cattle mutilations are from west to east, but basically that's only on the 37th parallel. If you go to the one in Washington, it could be out any other facing, but it's strange. The cattle mutilations that he on the 37th parallel and others have been basically they're all faced west to east. So that's a crazy situation. Roswell is 100 miles from the 37th parallel. They think the UFO was either heading to the 37th parallel or was coming from the 37th parallel when it crashed. So that's why it's there in Roswell instead of, where it crashed was 100 miles away. In 1948, in Clinton Airfield in Wilmington, Ohio, a cone-shaped object was observed about 300 feet long with vapors coming out of it. It's called the Montel incident because of what the pilot who followed it was named Montel. He followed it all the way up to 2,000 feet, and then he couldn't follow it any further, and he crashed and died. They said this thing was really super fast, and with the planes at the time, the prop planes at the time, they couldn't keep up with it. It was different colors too, and the vapors were different colors. The Montel, not Montel. In 1941, in Camp Girardeau, Missouri, they had another crash, UFO crash, that was very, very kept secretive until people were started talking about it. This was actually on the 37th parallel, this crash. There was tons and tons of UFO sightings up and along the 37th parallel. On the 30, some notable things that are on the 37th parallel. It's Gobekli Tepe is on the 37th parallel. Fukushima, Japan is on the 37th parallel. Supposedly the mythical island of Mo is on the 37th parallel. The military, the DMZ in South Korea is on the 37th. Starts on the 37th. It's like not exactly the 37th, but it's 37.5. uh, parallel, the 38th, which they call the 38th parallel. Uh, the there's a specific. It's not only 37th, but it's a little bit over the 36th, and it goes to the little bit to the 38th, almost 39th parallel along the lines. There's a lot of cryptids in Missouri, Virginia, and Oklahoma that reside on the 37th parallel. They're versions of Bigfoot or Sasquatch. The Ozark Howler is on the 37th parallel. There's a bunch of bases that are on the 37th parallel that are connected to top secret and above top secret activities like Fort Lee, Fort Gregory Adams in Virginia. Fort Knox is on the 37th parallel. Kirtland Air Force Base, which everybody knows, is where the meeting between Eisenhower and the whichever one you want to believe, the Greys or the Nordics happened. White Sands, New Mexico, is on the 37th parallel. Edwards Air Force Base is on the 37th parallel. Area 51 is considered on the 37th parallel, but it's more closer to the 36th. The 1880s, 1800s airships were over the 37th parallel. They said they look like wooden ships in the air that flew over the 37th parallel. Richmond, Virginia, but Norfolk is on the 36.8 parallel. So it's there. It's between San Francisco, just south of Richmond, Virginia, in the United States. They in Europe, like I said, there was Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. That's on the 37th parallel. It goes straight through the Pillars of Hercules. There are at least two places on the 37th parallel that people think Atlantis is. One is in Africa, and one is in the Atlantic Ocean, just outside the Pillars of Hercules. There is a bunch, I believe, because of what's underneath the paranormal highway is why all this activity is happening. The type of stone that's underneath there's supposed a lot of limestone and granite down below with a lot of aquifers. My understanding, there is 40% of the United States aquifers is just on that one line. So, as all we know is that UFOs, USOs, are known to have some affinity to water. So I believe that's why they're in that area, because they're somehow getting the water from the from the 37th parallel, the aquifers. There is, especially in Colorado, there's the ranchers in Colorado are especially getting hit by cattle mutilations on the 37th parallel. And they're not only seeing cattle mutilations, but they're seeing what they're describing as lights, not orbs. Orbs to me are more a spiritual based thing. These lights are more of a like a nuts and bolts thing. It could be scouts from UFOs or basically non-human intelligence, whether ultra terrestrial, extraterrestrial, but they always seem to come either before or after the cattle mutilations, and they're not small. They're the one rancher said one was football size. They said it was the other one said they were like huge, like air balloons. So I believe that they're kind of like drones of some sort. They're the one cattle mutilation. This guy kept on getting hit every year. There's this place in Colorado that on the 37th parallel that multiple ranchers graze their cattle on, and every time multiple ranchers would graze their cattle on it, that the one rancher was the only one that was getting hit for cattle mutilations. So they don't understand why only certain ranchers are getting cattle mutilation. Another rancher was having problems sleeping all day and all after this, and come to find out that he was sleeping in the ranch house, not the main house, so he can get up and move the cattle. There were lights every night outside his window. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, like cryptids that most of them are like Bigfoot or the holler. Some are dogmen, and that's basically especially in the Ozarks or Virginia, east coast side of the eastern part of the 37th parallel in here. More UFOs are seen now on the west side than on the east side. They used to be seen all along there. And that's basically what I got from the 37th parallel. So,
Hey, Matt,
yeah.
I want to point this out for the people that didn't see the show on Monday about the cattle mutilations. The cattle are killed elsewhere, and then they're placed at another location. They're not dropped, but placed there, void of blood, and their organs are surgically removed.
I'm sorry I didn't put that there, but I should have.
And the other crazy thing is they're all facing east and west.
East and west, especially on the 37th parallel, is what I understand and what I've read up and saw. If sometimes, like they would get hit up in Washington State or uh, down in Texas, they would be not only they'd be south, north, wherever they were placed is where they were placed. It wasn't no uh, east west thing. It was more on the 37th parallel that the cattle mutilation was east to west.
And
It's a weird thing. I think there's also very much a portal uh, portal thing going on there. There's a lot of vortexes on there on the 37th parallel. There's a lot of magnetic, not interference, but magnetic flow in that area too. So
another thing that Chuck said was, because I brought up Skinwalker Ranch, he said that's just one location. There's many
yes,
Skinwalker ranches along the 37th parallel. And another thing
Yep.
he said that blew my mind was the 37th parallel, the alien highway, like Matt brought up, has all paranormal occurrences, ghost apparitions,
all right.
Sasquatch, cryptids, bipedals, dogmen, all that stuff is all happening along that highway.
Uh, the man with the hats are on that highway very much so. Men in Black travel that highway a lot. A whole bunch of I believe a lot of interdimensional beings are seen on that highway. There's a whole lot of stories that uh, could not only be cryptids but could be interdimensional beings too that walk around that area. Skinwalker Ranch. There's a lot of skinwalkers in along the 37th parallel, not only in the west but also in the east with the cryptids. There's they said there's a bunch of lizard-like creatures that are like 8 to 10 feet tall that are along the 37th parallel. Dogmen are very much so on the 37th parallel. Sasquatches of all sorts. Yeah, ghosts. If you build something there, you'll most likely have some kind of phenomenon with ghosts or spirits or some kind of entities. A lot of poltergeists, all that kind of stuff.
Matt brought up something that I want to touch base on. He brought up water, and he also mentioned the limestone, like in the Ozarks. We've had Gregory Nicholas on the show several times, and we've asked him about this. Water has a lot of properties that, because we're born in water, and supposedly the aliens are in the water, and this whole thing, a lot of in the water is running underneath Earth, okay? And it's running underneath this limestone, just like in the Ozarks when we did the thing about the dark woods.
Yep.
A lot of these paranormal experiences and occurrences that we're having is due to the water running underneath with the limestone.
Right.
It's a portal.
Portal. Yep. It energizes everything.
Right. That's why the pyramids have water that trickle down into those spheres that
Yeah.
create energy.
Yep.
Cylinders, I should say. The 37th parallel is amazing.
I mean, it's all over the world too. I mean, like I said, two places that they're looking for Atlantis are in the 37th parallel. It goes through the pillars of Greek Hercules. There's a whole lot of crazy stuff that happened during World War II in the Mediterranean and at the beginning of the top of Africa because of the 37th parallel. It goes through Greece and Rome, or through areas in Greece and Italy that are basically the basis of their mythology. So,
The Vatican is
yeah,
built on the 37th parallel, and the
right,
Vatican is the shape of a pentagon, like our Pentagon in Washington D.C. is also the shape of a pentagon. Interesting,
right,
right?
right.
Very interesting. Good job, Matt.
So that's 37th parallel. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Just if you're interested, just look it up on YouTube, Rumble. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there.
All right. Well,
So
I didn't have a
go
chance
ahead.
to tell Matt this, but Chuck Zukowski will be back in June. When he comes
Cool.
back, we're going to talk a little bit about the afterlife stuff he wanted to tell us about, but the man in the black hat. The only thing that ever
Yeah.
scared him, he's going
Yeah.
to talk.
That's a scary thing. The Hat Man. That's like the true Candyman type of guy. It's through a porthole, and it won't. It does. What my understanding, it doesn't touch you, but it somehow chisels away at you. So
Matt, I heard this other crazy thing going back to disclosure for a second when they were talking about alien technology. They were
yeah,
talking about frequencies that get into your skull.
yeah,
Made me think about David Wilcox.
yeah, yeah. That's a lot. A lot of what's going on now is frequency weapons.
Yep.
It's not. It's just not. It's just not a bullet in a gun or even a thermonuclear bomb. These frequency weapons are very destructive in almost a maddening way. It's very sci-fi horror type deal. It's a scary situation.
You want to hear some horror information? I saw before we came on here. Ukraine blew a Russian helicopter out of the sky last night or yesterday, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear. Good.
The people of Russia are telling their government that they want Russia to nuke Ukraine.
Well, I
Russia,
can believe that.
Russia is testing a new nuclear weapon during their May Day march or whatever parade that they have
Of
coming.
course. Of
Don't
course.
don't be surprised if you see Ukraine get nuked, because they got to
It's
end the war some way.
I know it's going to be either Ukraine or Iran. One or the other is going to have the mushroom over him.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I see it happening. Maybe that's why this whole disclosure thing is happening. Who knows? Maybe Armageddon is upon us.
But maybe it's a twofer type plan. Get everybody disclosed the way they want disclosure to happen, and then all the ending of the world type shit. I'm looking forward to become a ghoul.
Let's get the shit show going, man. Let's get
Yeah.
it kicked off. I'm ready. I'm ready to
I'm
go
looking-
home with my family. Here I come,
Yeah.
Lord.
Time to go find yourself a cave.
All right, so me and Matt are going to talk probably tomorrow about what we're going to bring for next Thursday. I'm hoping disclosure is out by then because I would really like to touch on this whole religious thing. I know
Yeah.
it's going to be I know this next 3 or 4 days is going to be insane because there's a lot of information coming out about disclosure and it's not coming out in a good way, guys. It's not.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Shit show. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit show. and it's government shit show. It's not anybody else. But it's a government shit show. That's all it is.
It's gonna if they pull out Project Bluebeam, it's gonna be fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, especially the ones that know about Project Blue Beam. We're gonna sit back and grab our popcorn and our pop and pretend it's a movie.
It's gonna be like a movie. They're
Yeah.
gonna broadcast it like a fucking movie, and the sheep
Yep.
are gonna eat it up just like they did in the 40s when they announced that the aliens were coming. Remember, everybody freaked
Yep.
out.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of craziness coming. So, guys, don't believe everything the government tells you. There's gonna be a lot of deception involved in this.
Very much so. They're like I always say, they're gonna say what they want us to know, not what is. So beware of that.
Remember how Satan works. He's the great deceptor. And remember,
Right.
what they want to do is create deception. They want you to move away from Christianity and God and go towards this new UFO religion that they're going to try to unveil. Don't buy it. Stay
Nope.
strong in your faith. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Next time you'll see me will be on Saturday's Metal Revolution Hour. I'm going to be on, changing the time to 7 p.m. I have
Cool.
somebody that's going to be with me doing the show. I'm not going to announce it until the day of the show, but I have a new co-host coming.
Awesome.
And we're going to
Cool.
shake some shit up, man.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll talk to you later off air about stuff. So.
All right. Well, I'm heading
Yep.
out to Smedley's tonight. I'm going to go
Oh,
up there.
do me a favor. Say hi to everybody up there. I'm not going to make it to tonight. I have a 14-hour shift tomorrow. So.
Hey, no problem. Hey, and by the way, I saw your video of you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You guys looked all so happy and jovial.
Yeah. I told them to smile, or else I'm gonna unleash the entities on them that I have.
Break some knees. Hey, man.
Yes.
If you did a video of me at my job, you would just see depression. There's no
Yeah.
happiness in our kitchen, man. It's fucking brutal. I'll say it. I hate my fucking job. I just go, I punch the clock, and then I go home, man.
Right.
It is what it is. I'm applying it.
I understand it. I understand that.
But all right, man. This has been Thursday Paranormal. I got 2 last songs for you. I have Rob Johnson with a brand new song called "Run Like Hell," and then we're gonna finish up with Drayden Gordon, and the name of the song is look. I Know What It Means, and perfect fit for today. So you peeps have a fantastic evening. Matt, you have a great night.
You
and I'll see you
too.
on the flip side. And remember, everything we do on this show, everything we try to do is to reach you guys and to bring that connection of love and peace. So, peace,
Right.
and I'll see you on the flip side.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments. Please
Yeah.
and thank you.
Tell your friends we're about 18 subscribers away from being able to monetize this channel. Once that happens, you're going to see us every fucking where.
Yes.
There's Paranormal, baby. I'll see you Saturday night with the Metal Revolution. Matt,
See you guys. You
this is
too.
Rob Johnson with Run Like Hell. Have a good night, man.
Good night.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I took my name and I changed it in. Pocket for pride and a taste for sin. Said I don't need no help, no room. Just a wild room and a tank of fuel. I don't love me, I let it go. Every mile just took me a little king for a minute, then it all fell through. Ain't funny what a life can do. Yeah, hit that wall. couldn't hide from my feel. Baby, I'm the reckless one I had. Oh, hell yeah, we're so fast. Let my name in the books. I'm on my knees trying to rebuild trust. Hear that voice through the wreckage I'm running. Still I run like hell. Facing the third hand in the moon, trying to concrete from a life of blood. Would have been grateful just to be a slave for another love I gave away. Step back, felt like change. Every phrase sounded the same. The sun red deep to the shame and pain. I was still running towards something, just didn't know the name. Yeah, let it all go. Every lie I told. Like hell, no earthly's gone ahead. Long like hell, yeah, we're so fast. Left my home, left my name in the dust. Now on my knees, trying to rebuild trust. Hear that voice through the wreckage I made. Still I won't like hell. Ready for change, ready to hear you tell what you gave, but it makes me all the best. Call my name, didn't see my past, didn't see my shame. Put my name back in the family line, said you were gone, but you're home now. Baby, I'm reckless heart I had. Run like jail, now I'm running home. Yeah, those hard miles still mark my soul. Like that man who left that road. Hear that voice through the wreckage I made. Now I want your child. When I'm finally home. Run like hell, run like hell, run like hell, run like hell. Now I run like hell.
I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome in dreams when there ain't nobody there with you. My baby left me this morning as that clock was just striking 4. The sweet smiling face of my darling I may never see anymore. I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome in dreams when there ain't nobody there with you. I've cried since we parted. No one knows what I've gone through. I'd give all I own just to have you back home. I'm lonesome, so lonesome for you. I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome in dreams when there ain't nobody there with you.